Hi, this video is on 2.3 models and applications. Models are just really equations, or later we'll call them functions, that are kind of like formulas that will represent what's happening with the data from a real world situation or application. So again, it should be kind of review, but we're going to go faster and more in depth. So verbal, this chart says verbal, and then on the left and on the right is translation to math operations. So if we have one number exceeds another by a, the first thing we want to do is always declare what our variable is. For these, I'm going to use x. So you would say like let x equal the number or whatever it is that we're talking about in the problem. So these are just kind of phrases. So I'm going to write expressions, not equations in this instance. So the translation to math, like just the symbols that are the operations we need, and things like that, we'll write in the right-hand column. And I'm just going to do a few throughout, and then I will have you fill it in for your, kind of video try it problems. You can, again, opt to do and submit either video examples and video try-its, or you can just submit the try-its from the book, probably because there's several of those, but you should still read through the book and, peruse through videos no matter which thing you're submitting for credit. So on this one, one number exceeds another by a. So I would say if I have x is my number, then the other number would be x plus a. If I have twice a number, so really actually don't need to write the x there. Just the x plus a. Twice a number would be 2x. Some of these you probably are pretty familiar with, so I'm going to leave those for you to do. One number is a more than another number. The product of a number and a decreased by b. This one I will do the quotient of a number, and the number plus a is 3 times the number. So when you see the word quotient, that means to divide, and you want to just go in the order of left to right. Which one goes in the numerator is the one that goes on top. So again, we're just going to call our number x consistently through. So, and this one is actually going to be an equation because it has the word is. It's a full sentence. So the quotient of a number, so our number is x, or you could use n, whatever you want. And the number, so I put the fraction bar to represent that it's a quotient. The number plus a is my equals 3 times the number, 3x. So I'm just piecing together. Now these are kind of just simple phrases, but we will get more complex. So I wanted you to see how those can work out. And the next one, I'm going to see if you can try it on your own. The product of 3 times a number and the number decreased by b is c. So that one's also going to be an equation. So stop the video and try those, and I'll fill in what they are. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here to this third line down. One number is a more than another number. I think that wording's a little different than you might be used to, but maybe we should label it so it's a little more clear. So I'm going to let one of the numbers, it's usually like if you have some numbers in a string or something like that. One number equal x plus a, and then the other number would just be the x equals x. So then you have 2 different things. So it might be like you have 2 consecutive numbers. You've probably done these before where one number is going to obviously be just one more than the other. So it's similar to that. So this next one, the product of a number and A decreased by B. So we would have, so if our number was X, we would have A times X as our product, and then decreased by B. So it would be AX minus B. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th row down I already did. So we're going to look at the 6th row down, the product of 3 times a number, and the number decreased by B is C. So the product, we have 3 times the number, and so that's one of the factors is 3x, and then we're getting the product of that 3x and that same number x decreased by b. So that goes in parentheses as our other factor, and then all that is equal to c. So that one might be a little different than you've seen that wording before. So the product of 3 times a number, that's this 3x. You don't really need the parentheses. But then on this quantity of x minus b, number decreased by b, I definitely need the parentheses, equals c. So I have 3x all times x minus b and parentheses equals c. On this next part, you are going to just fill in what you know about your formulas and see if you can put it all in terms of variables. And then I want you to think about what the shapes might be and kind of jot that down, and then I'll go through. So I want you to just do that as a little activity. See if you can figure it out. We have perimeter, area, volume, distance, area of a circle, circumference of a circle, area of a triangle, and the Pythagorean theorem. Also write the units or what they might look like if they're, just linear units, square units, and things like that. Because when you have variables involved and we're just leaving it in terms of variables, you want to have that notated. So just pause the video and fill that in, and then I'll go over it really quickly. Again, that should be a review, so I'm just going to basically fill that in, but you might want to have that